Assalamualaikum and a very good day. Here is the walkthrough presentation for my alternative assessment PQI6004. My name is Nik Hariz Mustaqim. My matrix number is 24204114. And this is the walkthrough presentation for the lesson plan based on the understanding by design model and using GeoGebra as the technology. So without further ado, let me start by first putting the design model for the lesson plan. So the lesson plan is for chapter 13 in mathematics, the Pythagoras theorem. The target audience is Form 1 students. The duration, 3 sessions. The time is relative. It can be however long it needs to be. And the design model, again, as I have mentioned, is understanding by design or UBD. So first, according to the UBD model, we need to first look at our desired results. So the learning outcomes through this lesson plan should be that students will be able to explain the relationship between the sides of a right angled triangle, to apply the Pythagoras theorem to calculate unknown side lengths, solve contextual and real life problems using the theorem, and justify solutions and reasoning using mathematical principles. The big idea here is that the Pythagoras theorem is a fundamental geometric relationship that can be used in real world problems. And the essential questions that we should be asking ourselves are: why does the Pythagoras theorem only apply to right angle triangles? How can we verify it? And how can this theorem be applied in practical context? So after that, in stage two, we need assessment evidence. So for formative assessment, I have picked GeoGebra task where student can manipulate triangles and observe the relationships. Think pair share where students discuss among themselves for the reasoning and the justifies the solutions, and also mini quizzes in the form of Google Forms. For summative assessments, there's performance task where they have to design a wheelchair ramp using Pythagoras theorem, and also written tests. And with each of these formative and summative assessment, there will be a performance task rubric as shown in the screen right now, where the criteria is in conceptual understanding, triangle identification, calculations, reasoning and justification, real life applications, and presentations. And the range for the marks are from 1, which is limited, to 4, excellent. And each of them are and have their own rubrics written in them. And so, after we have done our stage one and stage two, which is our desired results and our assessment evidence, we can now finally move to stage three of the UBD model lesson plan, which is learning plan and experiences. So for session one, exploration and concept discovery, the teachers, the assessors should use digital technology integration, which is GeoGebra simulation, and ask students to construct right angled triangles and create square on each side and manipulate the side lengths. From here, the learning activities are going to coincide with Bloom's domains, which is cognitive domain, psychomotor domain, and affective domain, where students analyze patterns, they can manipulate GeoGebra objects, and share their observations. For formative assessments, uh, assessors should observe and question what the students are doing and do analysis of students' conjecture in GeoGebra. For session two, here is where the formalization and guided practice happens. For digital technology integration, GeoGebra measurement tools as usual. And for the learning activities, the students are going to formalize the theorem and solve more structured problems, questions in exam papers. They're going to draw labeled triangles and measure it digitally and collaborate in pairs. This is where our formative assessment works, where assessor will look at the error analysis of the calculations. And lastly, on session three is the real life application and performance task. For digital technology integration, GeoGebra, and maybe Padlet or Canva for presentation, for the students to create presentations where they have to model a wheelchair ramp and then apply the theorems to solve real life problems in the learning activities. Again, it will affect cognitive, psychomotor, and affective domain. And for the summative assessment, performance task will be submitted and they will assess via the rubrics in stage two. Reflective writing on process and applications are also made as well. So that is all for my presentation. on this walkthrough. Thank you very much.